Right, so should you join Andrew Tate's Hustlers University? So, disclaimer on this, I actually haven't joined his university, but I want to give you my take on a few things to help you make an informed decision on whether you should join it. So, obviously, if you're watching this and you click on this video, you know who Andrew Tate is. He has been around for the last few years making statements, made a fairly big name for himself, and he's essentially helping people what he calls escape the matrix. So like tap into way bigger sources of income, live a better life, create more money, just live life differently than the usual 9 to 5 that is like portrayed by most people. So I actually haven't joined his Hustlers University, but I've seen a lot of people making videos on it, and I kind of have a good gist of what's inside it. So I want to just talk about my thoughts on it. And from what I gather is you join this membership and it's about $49-50 a month. And once you join this subscription, you get access to a whole host of trainings inside from all different things and methods of making an income online. So it could be copywriting, drop shipping, Amazon FBA. I'm sure there's other ones in there. And basically, before you go into any of these courses or skills or want to learn these skills, you get asked like a questionnaire that basically directs you in the best money making path. So based on like your current circumstances, how much money you've got to invest, all that sort of stuff, it will recommend you a business model to start and learn. And from what I gather, it's not actually Andrew Tate who is actually delivering the course material. He has experts in all these different spaces that have a decent bit of knowledge sharing how to get started as beginners, right? And there is a copywriting course in there. Now, from what I've read from reviews on YouTube from other people who have joined this course, is that it is very basic material, very beginner-friendly material, which is not a bad thing at all, right? I mean, if you're looking to get started, you're looking to consume and absorb as much knowledge as possible. That's what I would recommend and do anyway. And although, like, I don't want to make a recommendation in this video, right? I don't want to say you should, definitely go and join it or definitely just avoid it at all costs. One thing I will point out to anyone looking at getting started with any skill, it is always going to be beneficial following in the footsteps of people who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Be it Andrew Tate's Hustle University, someone else on YouTube, my course, anything, even just free stuff on YouTube. It's always better to follow in the footsteps of people who've already achieved what you want to do. There's no point and there's no need to reinvent the wheel at this. Like, there's people before you who've already figured all this stuff out, gone through all the painstaking roadblocks, figured out how to get over it, and then shared their knowledge and experience so people following them can just get there faster and easier. If I go back to when I first started copywriting, I did find a mentor, but before that, I just absorbed completely everything on my own. Like, I didn't have a mentor for a long time. I did get books and stuff. I suppose you could class that as like a mentor. But I was just trying to figure this stuff out on my own. I didn't like follow a roadmap or a course, didn't put my own money down into bettering my own skills through a course or a program or whatever. Just tried to do it all for free. Right, which I know a lot of people are trying to do on YouTube, and even people who comment on these videos, they feel that the investment into a lot of these courses and stuff are like too expensive for them right now, which is fair enough, understandable. But if you look at what those courses and roadmaps can give you in return, like I'll give you an example, like Andrew Tate's Hustlers University, $50 a month or whatever it is. My course is like $147, a flat fee. Both of those price points to me are minuscule in return to what these products can deliver in return. Now, one thing that I will point out is that when I first started investing in courses and buying books and things, I had this mentality that was like, as soon as I get this book or as soon as I invest in this program or course or pay money for this thing, it will make results come to me, or like results will just magically appear and I'll succeed. That's literally the mindset I had. Whereas I understand now, and this probably will take people time to understand. It sounds really silly. It's going to sound really silly actually. You have to put work in. Okay, so if I hand you a roadmap to getting copywriting clients, for example, I could give you a course that I sell to other people for like £5,000, just as an example, right? I don't have a course that is that much, but say for example I did and just gave it you for free, I can practically guarantee you won't do anything with that information because you haven't got any skin in the game, therefore you don't place any value on it. Whereas if you put money into something, your own money on the line, essentially you will have a different mindset, right? For me, I put money in and instantly I'm like, shit, I need to make this money back and more. That's how my mind has always worked. It's a bit of a scarce mindset, but now it's changed a little bit, and now I'm thinking of things more like, okay, if I put this in, how much can I leverage this to get something bigger out? Okay, so with a copywriting course or any kind of skill acquisition course, say for example you pay £1,000 for a course, right? That sounds expensive to someone who's never put £1,000 down of their own money into something, into their own education and personal development. But if that course then teaches you a high value skill that you can use for the rest of your life to produce income and results for other people, that is worth way more than the £1,000 you put down. Like for example, the course that I offer is 147 right now. Right? That might sound expensive to invest into, but if you go through that course and you implement what I'm telling you, and you then as a result land your first 3 to 5 copywriting clients who are paying you a nice 5-figure sum per month on a retainer, like that's a no-brainer to me. That's like, I mean, how many times would you, if you had a machine where you put in £147 and it gave out £3,000 every single month, how much money would you put into that machine, right? You probably put infinitely more than £147 in. Same thing with this. But you can't just put that money in and expect results to come to you. Like you have to do the work. Like with anything out there, same with this Hustlers University, because I've watched other people talk about this and almost feel that some people get duped into buying it. So it's very clever how it works in the fact that a lot of people are affiliated with Hustlers University. That's how it's grown so fast, right? So I'll just give you the example. So you join his $47 or $49 a month subscription, right? You get access to all these high value skills, which is amazing. And then you also have a way to monetize it as well, which is through an affiliate link for Andrew Tate's course or for his Hustlers University. So you can essentially promote his Hustlers University for him and then get a commission, an ongoing commission, if somebody joins through your special link, right? So it is quite clever in that respect. It's just what you would call affiliate marketing. And a lot of people don't like this. I think it's kind of genius, to be honest with you. Like, for example, can you imagine getting 10% or 20% of somebody's monthly subscription and that was just passively turning up into your bank account every single month because you were recommending something that was valuable to you? It would be more beneficial if somebody joined that course, got results from his material, and then used his affiliate link, for example, rather than just using it for the very first way to earn money from his university, which is what I can read up on what people have done, which is why it kind of gets a bad rap. But a lot of people also who've given this a bad rap probably are people who have joined his university and haven't got results from what he's teaching, right? Which is interesting. He's one of those people I find that you either love or you hate him. He's very opinionated, very polarizing. You can't not just like him a little bit. You either do like him or you don't. Having said that, there are certain things that I don't agree with what he says, but there's a lot of things I feel very strongly for what he says because it's just truth. But yeah, what I feel with his university is that don't expect anything more than beginner level basic stuff. He provides you a basic knowledge in a lot of all these skill sets, but if you're looking to go deep into a skill set, like copywriting, I probably would go for something that is designed for just copywriting. But if you want to, expand your knowledge into all different areas, then be my guest and go for it. Because I know it does teach other things like Amazon FBA, dropshipping, physical products businesses, and things like that. Now, I have experience with those business models. I've tried drop shipping. I have an Amazon FBA business with another friend, and it makes money. But would I recommend it to somebody starting out looking at making a side income for their first thing? No, because you have to put a shitload of investment up front in capital into products, research, inventory, the logistics of getting the product over from wherever you have it from, usually China, into the UK or the USA. There's a lot of logistics involved in it. Whereas if you compare it to copywriting, it is literally free to start in the sense that it doesn't cost you money. It costs you time and energy to learn the skill, but it doesn't cost you physical money. And you can grow it infinitely, and there are literally no overheads or expenses. With physical products, you've got advertising costs, restocking inventory, there's all sorts of stuff that comes along with it. And people sell Amazon FBA as a dream, and I really don't think it is for a lot of beginners who are watching these types of videos. So that's my take on Andrew Tate's Hustle University and some other thoughts on things, but hope this is useful. Drop your comments below what you think, and there are also useful links in the description below this video. See you in the next one.